I've said before, it's only a matter of time because we are not using anything other than the pull-out method. So really, this all is on my shoulders to be responsible at that in those last few seconds. So
I'm trying not to react.
Lots of good decision making happens in those sentences, Taylor.
To me, you might as well have just said, "Well, I've been experimenting with black tar heroin, and I'm gonna tell you, the thrill of sharing the needle with the guy I buy it from. Whew, I mean, rolling the dice."
I mean, I'm rolling the dice all the time. So we'll see. Eventually, that house of cards will come crumbling down.
I would prefer that you were on black tar heroin.
Pull-out method is pretty effective if you actually pull. I think the reason the pull-out method fails is people don't pull out.
I hope you're sterile.
Oh, well, that's terrible.
But he's it in a good way. That's something that he'd like to have himself and thinks that you would enjoy it as much.
Yeah. That's coming from a completely selfish place. Don't worry. I was driving today.
We can't play video games together.
I swear to God, I was driving today and I was thinking like, yeah, in a year or two, I'll be able to go on another one of those cool vacations with Taylor. Unless he has fucking children. You can't look at your wife while she's holding a little toddler in her hands and go, "Hey, I'm going on a smokecation with Kyle."
Ask yourself,
my fellow buddy.
Trump do?
Kyle,
you could do
anything.
anything.
Understand. She would understand because that is a work trip. Honey, I have to go to Colorado and get high with my friends.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be less honest. Like, oh, we have a new Walmart distributor in frickin' Colorado. I'll be with my business is sending me there for this many days.
No, I would straight up say, no, I'm for content, to do the show, for all that. We're gonna get nice and silly out in Colorado, spend a lot of money on magic cards and forget most of them there.
Oh, I took them with me.
I'll tell you, Taylor, I don't think it's a bad idea to establish the mancation precedent early in the marriage. Like, I have lots of friends who, if they wanted to do the mancation thing, it would be a no. And some guys will see that and be like, yeah, I can't imagine a relationship like that. But that's not an uncommon thing. That guys can't just go leave their wives at home to handle all the shit when they want to. But
fuck that.
Lay that precedent down soon.
Yeah, I feel like I already have, probably. Not explicitly, but probably passively.
Yeah. I mean, I brought it up the other day. She talked back, but right away popped her in the nose. And
I don't make a big deal out of this, but I can kick her ass.
Oh. I'm getting quick with my backhand.
Yeah.
Whop! Just big meaty backhand, just right there.
I mean, ladies like it when you get violent with them. They'll say they don't, but when the police come around, they never say a word.
As they're crying on the ground. But but I read between the lines. Yes. Yeah, that would be another smokeation. That would be a lot of fun. I'd like that.
Yeah,
that'd be sick. I want to go skiing this time. I'll
go sledding
last time. No, skiing. I was so bummed last time because I was convinced, because we'd talked before it with like you and Chiz, and you guys were like, we're not fucking skiing. We're not doing that. And I was like on team, let's go skiing. And I was like, I'm going to be able to convince them to go skiing. I'll be able to convince them. And I was not prepared for the united front of Kyle and Chiz, the stern no.
You might as well have asked, hey guys, let's go get rectal exams. Yeah, I know a guy. Well, no, he's not licensed. Come on, it's going to be fun. No, he doesn't use gloves. It's better that way. Trust me, it's all natural. He's going to get in there deep. We're just like,
tell me more about this. I might be down.
No,
dude, you would love skiing. Once you got up there, and
you didn't want to do my thing,
Taylor. I've gone skiing with Kyle. I don't know if you might forgot this. We went to Vermont and we went skiing, and in spite of the fact that Kyle's a fairly athletic build dude, skiing didn't agree with him. Like, his ankles were hurting and worn out early in the day, and
there's something about like the way my knees are shaped or way my ankles are shaped or something where it literally has to be a fucking medical issue where like my inner ankle becomes excruciatingly.
He was suffering early on, like an hour into it. Like it.
Yeah, I wanted to do it.
You're ice skating as well, like an ankle.
So
okay,
bad,
it's probably an
so
ankle
bad.
thing.
And I've broken that ankle twice, and like I would love to ski. I'd love to learn to do it. It's the sort of thing I enjoy.
It's so much fun.
I love being out in the cold. I love the snow. I want to ski. I'd like to go fast because it looks like when you fall, it doesn't even hurt all that badly. I would love to go skiing and learn to ski and get good at it. But I think maybe I could be convinced to do it, but I would have to snowboard because I think you can just wear like boots and those just buckle in. And I know that snowboarding is harder. And I have no skateboarding experience, but I think that's the only way that I can do that sort of sport without really having like an actual issue.
Yeah, you can always try snowboarding. Like you go way slower, which not as fun. But
yeah, I feel like an asshole telling people I don't want to do it because I want to do it, and it is one of those things where like we're here, we should do it. But like I literally can't.
I would fucking settle for sledding. I just like going fast on the snow is a lot of fun.
Dude, you weren't there on the trip where we went sledding. We had one of Kitty's friends had like a big SUV, like a 4Runner or something, and we tied a rope to it and got in a big inflatable like donut type thing. And there's some video somewhere of like Chiz eating shit. He's on that thing going like 35 miles per hour around a snowy corner, and that thing like does that thing where it like hits a bump, and so the next time it hits a bump, it's like you know when you super bounce like a trampoline. He's like zoom, 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 and he just sails
like 35 miles an hour on a sled. Feels like you're going Mach 1.
Mach 1. Like he gets up and his beard's all full of snow, and he's just like, "That was awesome." that was a great fucking time. But you didn't want to do the silly thing that Chiz and I wanted to do last time. The sensory deprivation tank.
Oh yeah, that sounded like kind of boring.
I've heard it's like a trip. No, and people do drugs in the tank. I don't know if that was part of the plan, but
that was part of the plan. I thought we should do edibles, which is incredibly potent, and then you get in the sensory deprivation tank. You're in it's a very high salinity water, so you float, and no audio, you're locked in there like not locked, but the lid is closed, so it's complete darkness, complete silence, and no like tactile like senses whatsoever because you're floating in that salty water. And then to be on something too, you know, you could go on some sort of a weird trip. I thought
add some paranoia to a sensory deprivation tank. That's great.
It doesn't make me paranoid.
It doesn't make me paranoid either. Like
I'm just being silly.
There were times on that smocation where I was like, and the thing with weed compared to alcohol is like, if you take 15 shots of vodka or something, you're not going to be able to explain Magic the Gathering to your friends. You're just not going to be able to. But there was times like sitting there at that like shitty little table with like Kyle and Chiz, like I was first like explaining the Magic thing, and we'd like I went like a little, I guess, overboard with the edibles because I was so excited being in Colorado. Like, oh, this is all legal. Oh, a little pill, neat. Oh, a little chocolate square. Well, it's only this much, and like just trying a bunch of stuff. And there was one time just sitting there. Like as I was like explaining tapping to Kyle or something, where like the world slowed down for me as I was like hunched over, like explaining the game, and it hit me like kind of suddenly. And in my head, like I was with it enough to have like a cogent moment of like, you can either forge through this moment right now, or you're gonna have to go to bed.
Yeah.
And I was just like it was like a movie where like it came back to me like, and my next line I still remember it was, "No, Kyle, you have to tap. It's spent. It's turn." And then I was like, it came to me like, "You're okay, you're fine." And then that little mental realization was like, oh, I was being silly just there. Okay, but it was like a crossroads. Yeah. If I had stood up then and been like, I'm done, I would have had to like go to bed and I would have passed out for like 11 hours. Just would have
edibles are no fucking joke.
Yeah. That was still fun though. I love that.
I don't know how I feel about edibles. I would just rather smoke, 90% of the time. Like they're fun occasionally and they're fun to do as a group. So, cause everybody starts kicking in at different times and you get a real good read on different people's like metabolism. Because it's like, you're like an hour in and I'm just like, oh, this is kind of rough, huh, guys? And everybody's like, what are you talking about? You're not freaking out right now? No, like 4 hours later, like my girlfriend be like, I don't feel so good. Where am I? Just now? Now it's kicking in?
Really, bitch? Yeah.